More!
Here
are
20
fun
facts
about
Ashley. You have to use that one.
You cannot match up to these skills.
So for today's challenge, I decided to do a little bit of science. It's like if a really, really attractive girl came by and you just went, damn!
Also, you're not this tall.
Give me one. Guys, I'm done. I win.
Where is it? You win?
Wearing it like a thug.
So Ashley is 1 inch shorter than me, which makes her officially the shortest person at the office. Congratulations, Ashley. Ashley only wears black. If anything, sometimes white, but usually black. So she looks like a little ninja, right?
You may not know this, but Ashley loves nail art. She has all these like intricate designs. Sometimes she'll just go like straight on like all like either black or white or something like glittery and stuff like that. But yeah, she definitely prides herself with her knowledge of, you know, nail cosmetics. Is that what you call it? Nail cosmetics? Nail beautification, something like that. Nails.
A lot of people think that Ashley looks like another very popular YouTuber, Jen from Head to Toe. I can kind of see it, like if I'm like looking by really quickly, but it actually makes sense because Ashley told us that when she was getting into makeup that she actually used Jen's tips from the very beginning, so I guess it kind of makes sense. I think it's cool that she used Jen's tutorials, but I would be much more interested to see how she would have looked if she used Rick's man tutorials.
If you guys have watched Lunch Break, you'll notice that Ashley doesn't really do the lunch part of Lunch Break. She just she talks. She has great comments and input, but she doesn't eat. Her food will stay the same from the time that we start rolling to the time we finish. And it always makes me think that her food is kind of up for grabs, so sometimes I'll like steal a little bit, and she's very open to that. But to put it all in context, she does eat the food throughout the day. So I think it's like her lunch is kind of ongoing for like 24 hours. She has said that she saves it for later, and I have noticed that.
I don't know if you know this, but Ashley started working with Wong Fu through ISA. She interned at ISA and she helped out with a bunch of stuff, producing a bunch of shows through ISA's channel. Now she's here. So you might have recognized her from ISA's content and ISA's Snapchat. So that's a little fun tidbit.
Ashley takes a lot of pride in her spreadsheets. They're very organized, color-coded, all the fonts are in order, all the spacing is very particular. She makes a spreadsheet for every project we work on, and I like spreadsheets too. But she always judges me on my spreadsheets, like they're not good enough. So.
One of my most favorite things about Ashley is that she's really great at emailing back. I'm always emailing because there's always some work to do, and I feel like she's always the first person to respond, and I think that is a great quality that I look for in people. And now that I've said that, she cannot skip a beat now. Now that I've declared this, Ashley, you are expected to always be the first person to email back.
So I know all the guys are gonna rag her for being short, but she's not that short. She's like, we're all like average for Asian girls. They're just really tall for Asian guys.
So Ashley is a 5th generation Japanese American from Hawaii. And so that means that her great grandfather was born here in the United States. She's probably more American than like some of the politicians that are running for president.
Ashley creates her own vocabulary. She'll kind of like sprinkle in these words throughout the day, and I'll always think, is that like an Ashley word, or is that like something that's kind of in common slang now? And I always get confused with these things. One of them is like, oh, Ashley, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, nothing, I just potatoed. I'm like, oh, potato. Oh, like couch potato. She's like, yeah, potato. Is that an Ashley thing? Did she just make that up, or am I so out of it? Everyone's saying potato and I don't know. But I like it, it's fun. It always keeps me on my toes when I talk to Ashley.
Everyone in the comments always talks about Ashley's hair and how shiny and fabulous it is. Did you know her secret to it is not cutting it? She hasn't cut it in 2 years. She's still debating about cutting it because it's scary. You don't want, who can touch your hair? Nobody.
Here's a really fun fact that very few people in this office know, but Ashley used to be a skater girl. She divulged that information to us a few months ago. She showed us like pictures of her back in high school and college, and like she was like super dark, I guess from skateboarding too much. She actually used to want to work for a skateboarding company, and now she's here at Wong Fu, which is totally the same thing. But I think it's really cool that she can skateboard.
So one thing that Ashley complains about the most is phone calls. She can't have a successful phone call for some reason. She makes a lot of calls, acting as our producer. So she's always put on hold, she always gets hung up on, or whoever she's talking to just doesn't understand her. So Ashley, thank you for taking all those calls so the rest of us don't have to. You're great.
Ashley is one of the most expressive people that I've met before. All of her inside out emotions are all on point. She has like a facial expression for every emotion. Disgust, it's like, ew. When she's happy, ee. When she's mad, when Ashley gets mad, you guys better watch out.
Ashley always takes initiative. With any project, she's usually the one to suggest ideas or want to take on the ideas for herself. And that's really awesome. It just makes me want to be more determined, and because she's super determined and really killing it at what she's doing, and that's really awesome. Good job, Ashley.
Ashley is very selfless. We'll have meetings about her, like to gauge like how she's doing and what she wants. And somehow she turns it about like, how can I help you? Like, what do you guys need and what do I need to do to help you guys? And it's not even like what we asked. I think that's just a reflection of how much she cares about everyone else around her, the community, and the fans like you guys.
Ashley says that she's lazy and she like just wants to lounge around a lot, but in actuality she works really hard. I don't know where she sees herself as lazy, because she's done a lot and she never says no to anything. She's always like up for the job and up for the challenge.
Though she may be physically small, that girl, she's got some fire in her. And by fire, I mean she has so much passion, she works super hard, she cares about everyone, and she's completely committed to everything that she does. And I think most of all, she has the biggest heart. And I'm not sure if people know this, but to work at Wong Fu is not just about being on camera or getting to work with incredible people, but you yourself have to be incredibly passionate, incredibly dedicated, and extremely hardworking. And Ashley has all of these things, and we love her so much.
Last but not least, I think a lot of people have been kind of teasing Ashley about her size. Yes, she's a tiny girl, but she is the definition of great things come in small packages. She has such a big energy, such a large personality, such a big smile. Her small stature, you kind of forget, she can definitely light up a room and command a room, and I think that's one thing that's really amazing about her, and one thing that I'm so glad she has brought to Wong Fu Productions and this office. It wouldn't be the same without her.
Bonus facts!
This isn't really a fact, but her name sounds a lot like actually, and so all the time in the office, we're always like saying actually, and we never know what, she never knows if we're calling out for her or if we're trying to clarify something.
When Ashley makes movie or show references, no one gets it. But on the other side, when we make movie or show references, she never gets it. But I will say that her Office and Friends jokes are all pretty good.
Every time we have a meeting, Ashley always starts her questions by saying the word question.
Ashley loves K-pop. And I didn't even know this until like a month ago, because she's a closeted K-pop fan. And once June came over, she just let it all out. And I was like, whoa, what? All this K-pop came out, she started just throwing out names. I'm like, who are these people? Who are you? It's very impressive. It's always something new to discover about Ashley.
Ashley also claims that she's a very good tennis player. She played for high school. I played tennis too, so I feel like I need to be the judge of whether she's actually good or not.
When we go out for coffee runs, Ashley gets her usual hot coffee or a hot latte, and instead of just drinking it straight from the cup, she gets one of those straws and then she drinks her hot coffee through it. And she believes that drinking it through a straw hopefully doesn't stain her teeth. But she eventually found out that she was wrong, and the dentist said, yeah, it stains her teeth still, but she still does it. It's not even stirring straw. It's like a full-size straw.
Thank you to the team for sharing all of those short fun facts about me. If there's anything that they missed or something that you're curious about, leave them in the comments below. Taylor had a lot of all good things to say about me, but it didn't quite make the cut. So if you're curious as to all the sweet things that Taylor said about me, click on this box thing that I'm in. So be sure to subscribe. New episodes of Failed It every Tuesday and new episodes of Lunch Break every Thursday. Until then, see you guys.